Representatives from my 4-5 classroom at Penny Creek, Ivan Castro, Grant Skolick, Ashlyn Smith, Jenna Fennell, Hannah Mack, and Reese Rizal. I would like to take this time to thank the Foundation for the classroom grants provided for our students in innovative projects across the district. The opportunity is much appreciated. The project we're going to share is called A Whale of a Tale. It's a fully integrated applied learning project. I challenge the students to take their learning from our ecosystems unit in the fall and use it to solve an authentic problem in our community. As you listen, I would like to challenge you to identify the essential content in our story. Where do you see 21st century skills, technology, science, math, reading, writing, and social studies? And here's our tale.
The first thing we studied this year was ecosystems and food chains. We made eco-columns to model an ecosystem. We went outside to identify living and non-living things in our environment, and we made aquariums to experiment with.
Guiding questions such as how do non-living things like water impact an ecosystem help structure our learning. Water quality, which impacts food chains and ecosystems, was our main focus. We tested water quality with chemicals to test for pH and oxygen levels. Then we also identified macroinvertebrates using a dichotomous key to help us determine if the water was safe for salmon.
We decided to do a Washington Green Schools project in the water category to earn Piney Creek a Level 1 certification. This involved two main steps. First, to assess our school for water quality and conservation, and the second was to determine a lasting change based on the assessment results. We made a green team and got started.
One of the first visiting experts we invited to the classroom was Jeff from Killer Whale Tales. That presentation was an inspiration to focus on water quality. He taught us about issues impacting the southern resident killer whales in the Puget Sound. Other visitors included Jeff Fennell, a wildlife biologist from Everett Community College. He taught us about invasive species and adaptation. Triangle Associates helped us understand watersheds, and Sound Education taught us about water quality testing.
We had to collect data for our school report card on water usage for our certification. We thought we were going to need to sit in the bathrooms all day and count flushes. Instead, we were happy to learn that we could use an algebraic formula. We met with our principal and custodian to discuss questions we had about the school water usage. Overall, our school scored well on our assessment, and one reason is because we have automatic shut-off sinks.
Based on our assessment, we decided on a lasting change project. We decided to do a water fair for our school because we wanted to educate them about water quality and teach them about what we had been learning. We made a SMART goal to determine our action plans.
Part of our action plan was to research our content and plan our water fair. Each of us worked on different parts of the plan. Some parts were creating our digital museum, making a life-size orca, planning the classroom layout for the event, and individual students were reading and writing about topics of interest related to the Puget Sound.
We wrote narratives about our experience, and 4 were published in the Mill Creek View. We wrote opinion letters to our legislators about our concerns in the Puget Sound, and informative articles for our digital interactive museum. We used Google Classroom to collaborate on our different tasks throughout the project.
We invited 4 different classrooms to visit our fair and some community members. Some of our stations were interactive scratch games that were controlled with Mickey controllers made out of Play-Doh, pie pans, and pencil sketches. Our life-size female orca was outside and taught facts about southern resident orcas, like that they live in pods and the pods are matriarchal.
Other stations were a food chain game, an orca board game, water quality testing, and recycling plastics. Students earned tickets at the stations for a raffle to an orca adoption for a year from the Whale Museum. The money goes to orca research and education.
Another station was our whale watch. Kids went outside to look for a whale fin that was placed 200 yards away. This is where we taught them about the new boating laws in the Puget Sound. The southern resident orcas swim together in pods known as J, K, and L, and are popular with whale watchers.
The boating laws help to preserve the orca's food chain. The southern resident orcas eat primarily Chinook salmon. The fish can hide in their boats to escape being eaten, and the boat noise disrupts the orca's echolocation, interferes with the communication and makes it hard to find food.
Finally, we made an augmented reality timeline to teach about the changes and legislation in this region. The southern Brisbane orcas were classified as endangered in 2005 under the Endangered Species Act. As of December 31st, 2015, the population totaled 84 orcas.
For our next steps, we will be going on a field trip funded by Sound Education to North Creek Park to test water quality in a wetland in the spring. We will also be submitting our final report card and certification documents to Washington Green Schools for a Level 1 certification. We realize that we can make a difference in our community by working together. And this is our whale of a tale, to be continued.